Significant. Solana.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, there's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up $23,000, $24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's going to click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness. Guys. Welcome to the stock market. Good morning, traders. Good morning to absolutely everybody. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling nice today. Today's one of those days that I just want to wake up. I want to start trading. I don't want to stop. Someone cut the music because I can't stop. 9:13, ready to rock and roll, ready to get after it. These fists of fury, these knuckles, these wrists, they're ready. Yesterday was an absolutely awesome day. Was able to make $2,200 in the stock market. I wasn't feeling that great yesterday. So again, you know, for a lot of people say, Dek, when you're not feeling too great, what do you like to do? One of the most important things is I always fly over my personal doctor from Milan. A lot of people don't have personal doctors from Milan. I get it. You know, it's just one of those trader things. So again, he's stopped by, injecting my thighs with a few different serums, and we're feeling great here this morning. But yesterday was a big day. Yesterday, for when I was trading, I made $2,328 in profit. That was all during pre-market. Today already, we are up a good amount of money also. Not a crazy amount, but we are up $677 already here today. Now, the thing is, there was a big woulda, coulda, shoulda today. And you might say, Dek, what was the woulda, coulda, shoulda about today? And the big woulda, coulda, shoulda. Actually, time out here. Can everyone take a second and smash the thumbs on up? Can everyone take a second and hit that like button? Can everyone hit that retweet button? Can you guys share this? Can you guys make sure you're ready to take it to the next level here? Okay. After everyone does that, again, everyone does it, and we'll move on. I'm just waiting for you to do it. Just hit the like button, hit the retweet button, hit the share button, hit the... Okay, we'll move on in 1 second after you do it. Just one more second because I'm waiting for you to do it. I know you're thinking about doing it, but you haven't done it yet. You haven't done it yet, but you're thinking about doing it. Okay, you just did it. Thank you. So, what we have right here is we have $677. Now, I did make a very good 2 trades here. 2 trades that I made. Number 1, I made SOAR. SOAR was a great $477 trade that I made this morning. Stock came out with a press release. I got filled at 704 on the short side. At the price of 430, I got out after a 40-cent drop. Made $200. Then I got filled again over on SOAR at 439, 440. Stock dropped another 40 cents. I made another $200. SOAR, this was a pretty simple trade. The stock went on a very big spike this morning after coming out with a press release. So I saw the press release at 7 o'clock. Stock spiked on up, and I started putting a whole bunch of entries between 430 and 450. And if you're saying, Dek, why did you put entries at 430 to 450? All it was because that was where the old spiking high was. The old spiking high from 2 days ago was at 435. So I said, if this one hits 430, it'll probably drop. If it goes a little bit above 430, it'll also probably drop as well. So SOAR had a nice rip and run. I got filled first off at, again, 430, dumped on down, popped back up towards around 440, got filled again, dumped back on down. Two separate $200 trades, was able to make me $477 in profit. Very nice, very solid start here. Now, PRAX was the one that kind of killed me a little bit. It was a little bit scary. PRAX, I saw this play come on out, and this is at 7 o'clock in the morning as well. We had PRAX come out with a hot press release, right? We're going to go over this in full detail. But PRAX spiked on up, and I got filled on the short side, as you guys can see right here, at 138 and 146. My cost basis was 142. I was shorting it, betting it's going to fall. Dek, why did you do that? Because the stock went from $58, and I was thinking it was going to have a lot of trouble around 150. The stock got me filled. It then started dumping. To be frank with you, I was a little bit nervous on this play. I was a little bit scary on this play. I was saying, you know what? This one could spike up to 200. Let me just get out. I was able to make an additional $200 in profit. Now, with that being stated, if I kept on holding this play, if I held PRAX from, again, 142, even down to 132, that's $1,000. 122, $2,000. 112, 100, 90, 80. It dropped all the way down to $83. I could have made about $7,000 if I just kept holding for this dump for another like 20 minutes. You know what? I didn't make 20,000, or 7,000, but I did make a little free money, so I can't be upset with that. $677. But this is by far the best play of today. This is by far the stock that we are going to be watching. So as of now, again, we're sitting absolutely beautiful on this week, guys. We have been on an absolute tear. Sure, have we had losing days? Yes, we have, guys. That's part of trading, right? That's part of stock trading. I saw, again, someone in the chat earlier here today said, hey, Dek, I joined 2 days ago. And to be honest with you, I thought all the stock trading stuff was a scam. I thought it was all fake. I thought it was all fugazi. Obviously, you see people on the internet showing off these foreign cars and such, and you kind of fall into the trap that a lot of people, A, don't teach, B, don't show their trades, C, again, are just selling courses left and right. That's not what this is about. People who say stock trading or day trading is a scam are people who are not putting in the work, are the people who are not taking time to learn. It's like basically, again, saying anything. Oh, hey, fitness is a scam. Why? Because you're fat, right? No, it's because, again, you don't show up and do anything. If you put in the work, you will be a consistent stock trader. If you go to the gym, you will be fit. If you, again, study how to speak Spanish for 5 hours a day, you will learn how to speak Spanish. It's a very simple process in anything in life. If you put in time, there is no way that you are not going to eventually be good at it. So, stock trading is no different. But what's the issue with today? The issue with today is, again, we want food, we go on Uber Eats. We want to go ahead and get a quick little dopamine rush. We could just go through YouTube Shorts nonstop, and our algorithm's going to show us things we like. People do not want to put in work nowadays. All we want are the answers. Give me the answer. Tell me how to make money. I want to make money within right now. And if you don't make money within 10 seconds, again, guess what? You're not. This is a scam. Right? That's not how it works, right? You need to understand that stock trading, business, entrepreneurship, real estate, whatever that takes generational wealth is going to take time. It takes time. The reason why not every single person is rich is because guess what? It's hard work. And 90% of people will say they want to be rich, but they aren't willing to actually put in the work. So the thing is, what I love is that you guys are here right now. What I love is you guys are fired up and you guys are excited and you guys are saying, hey, Dek, let's get ready to make some money. So let's break down this day in full detail. Let's make sure every single trader understands what they need out of today so that you guys are ready to thrive, you guys are ready to be successful, and you guys are ready to get after it. So, right now here, team, let's get ready to go here. What are the best plays today? What are the best stocks here today? Now, first thing I do want to show you guys, and this is over on Fox Runner. Obviously, again, I always, I'm repping Fox Runner. They're the best scanner that I know in every single way. This is how I found PRAX so early. PRAX came out at 7 o'clock in the morning right here on the scanner. And again, it was a 4-star press release. 4 stars. Now, we usually don't get a 4-star press release. And the reason why it was a 4-star press release right here, let me make myself really small, is you guys can actually see, when you guys look at your keywords here, my 4-star words that I absolutely love are endpoints, reaching primary endpoints, positive CEO statement. So again, like these are, I'm actually going to get rid of robotics. Let me edit that because I actually don't need robotics at this time for my 4-star words. So I'm actually going to get rid of robotics and I'm going to get rid of contract. We went through a little bit of a phase where we did see a lot of hype. We saw a lot of crazy momentum. We saw a lot of, crazy ripping. But PRAX here, team, what are the big keywords as we can see? 4-star press release says practice medicine announces a positive 3-star word right there. Top line results from phase 3, 3-star word right there. And then we do have primary endpoints right here. So these are some of our main go-to words that we absolutely love. Now, not only was it standing out for the 4-star word, but it was also standing out, and how I found it so quickly is because I always highlight and have voice alerts for anything that has the word positive, phase 2, phase 3. So what we can see right here is, here's the word positive. Notice again, I put it in gold. Gold is usually my favorite press releases. I also have a voice alert on it. So my schedule every single day is I wake up, I obviously know again, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 hot news comes on out. I'm looking at the news scanner. I'm looking at Fox Runner at 7 o'clock. All of a sudden, I see a 4-star press release on, again, PRAX, seeing positive phase 3 trials. That's how I'm aware of these plays so quickly. It's the same exact thing when I took a look over on, right here, over on SOA, where is this one at? Right here. Here it is, SOAR, SOAR. SOAR was a play that came on out with advanced development and strategic mineral reserve digital infrastructure. While this is not a super hot, credible press release, I did see SOAR getting a lot of hype and getting a lot of momentum, and that's why I shorted it. It didn't have any keywords, didn't have any, again, those like hot ratings, so it went on that quick spike and then just came crashing right back on down. But again, PRXY right here, or PRAX, excuse me, this play has everything we absolutely love. It's one of the best press releases so far. We absolutely love it. We enjoy it in every single way. You can see top gainers with news here today. The #1 top gainer is PRAX. So let's get ourselves prepared here even more. We can go over to the news alerts. Now, little heads on up here for you guys, especially if you guys are new. If you guys are not good at looking at the news on the news scanner, the news alerts tab will just tell you, again, what is the best news every single day. So you could actually scroll on down, and at 7:05 in the morning, it says PRX came out with positive top-line results on phase 3 trials. So you literally have the answer given to you right here. But let's get ourselves fully prepared, and let's make sure that we are all set, ready to go. So what is the schedule of today here, team? The schedule of today, it says Thursday's watch list. Everything you need to know. Blue chips. As the US-China rare earth dispute reignites fear on a trade war, tariffs are back in the spotlight for both investors and policymakers. Stocks have oscillated in recent days as traders make bets on whether President Donald Trump will back off his threats, following the taco playbook, as some has called it. The Dow swung more than 650 points before its high and low of yesterday, while the S&P 500 finished today just up 0.4% after gaining as much as 1.2% earlier in the session. The Nasdaq similarly closed well off its highs. But the Treasury Secretary Scott Benson told CNBC that the stock market decline wouldn't deter from the U.S. of putting pressure on China. Basically, right now, team, if anyone needs a little bit of a heads on up, Dek, fill me in. I've been out the last few days. The last few days, what we've essentially had is we've had a reignite of tariff fear. We have seen tariffs kind of come back into play since April. Now, obviously, tariffs have been the word of 2025. A lot of people have been talking about tariffs. We have been seeing a lot of traders get fearful about tariffs earlier in the year. But right now, we just came back. And the reason why it just came back is because China has a monopoly, has a grip hold on rare earth materials, rare earth metals. Well, Trump wants to get into that. Trump says, hey, China, you guys have full control of rare earth metals. If you are going to keep all of them for yourself, we are going to put a 100% tax on you. Then all of a sudden, China said, do it. We ain't scared of a trade war. Guess what happens? All of a sudden, we have confrontation. We have drama. We have tension in the White House, baby. We have, again, people saying, uh-oh, we saw what happened in April. We saw what happened with these big drops before when there was tension between the United States and China. So guess what we're seeing right now? Now again, the market's getting a little shaky. Now, not shaky enough as in we're going to fall into a recession, but definitely it's different. What do I mean by it's different? If we take a look since April, right? We have essentially just been, June, July, August, September, the majority of October. It's just been go up, slight pullback, go up, slight pullback, go up, slight pullback. And then all of a sudden last week, we had one of the biggest red days of the year. So the thing is, when you guys are taking a look over on the S&P 500, sure, there will always be tariff fear. Sure, there will always be the unknown. But the S&P 500, the majority of the time, it is going to be moving on up. The majority of the time, it is going to be consistently climbing. Just always, whenever you get fearful, and I know sometimes, again, you can get into a YouTube video that says, oh, 2025, 2026 is going to be the biggest recession ever. Most of the time, it's not going to be, right? And even if there was a recession, just take a look at the last 15 years on the stock market. Every pullback is a dip buying opportunity. Do not be fearful of recessions, celebrate recessions. I know that sounds silly, but guess what? In April, I was clapping my hands saying, this is amazing. We're about to get the best dip price possible. Obviously back in 2020, outside of obviously everything that has happened, I'm talking about strictly stocks related, we are seeing great dip buys, great opportunities. And now again, we're getting ready for our next interest rate cut. Ladies and gentlemen, October 29th is going to be the next interest rate cut from the Feds and Jerome Powell, 0.25. And then we're going to be having another one in December and November. So make sure that you guys are all set ready to go on that. But the S&P 500 has been hot. But the majority of traders today, if it's saying what is to watch today, as of 8:50 a.m., the main focus on this morning is PRAX. PRAX came out with an incredible press release at 7 a.m. Eastern Time talking about positive top-line results on their Phase 3 studies. This is a stock that will be profitable for not only buyers but also shorters as well, just because of how much the stock is moving. When you have a $102 spike, you better believe at the start of the day there's going to be people buying it, there's going to be people shorting it, there's going to be money on both sides, and you can make a lot of cash depending on what side you're on, of course. So, other notable stocks you might want to be aware of: CRML, AQMS, RGTI, and WHWK. So if we just go through, maybe again, what are traders looking at here? There's not as many plays I'm in love with as like the top gainers. RYOU kind of fading and falling right here, right? MIRA kind of is not really doing too much, right? LCGB had a big spike, kind of fading back on down. Me personally, if I want to make some money today, if I want to make some cash today, it's going to be PRAX all the way. But you have to make a big decision at this time, and I want to go over it. The big decision that you have to make at this moment is PRAX. What will this be doing in the next minute and a half? Let's go on both sides. What are the pros? Dek, I am buying PRAX right when this opens on up. Why? Well, Dek, this stock is on a $102 spike. I don't want to go against this negative momentum. I don't want to go against this momentum. This could easily spike up to $200 plus. At the same time, it is up 178%. There could easily be a pullback at the start of today. So the thing is, PRAX, I'm nervous on both sides. There is no 100% clear-cut answer. We have a stock right now that, again, is up 178%, a stock that has spiked $102. We have a play right here that people could take profits right at the start and dump it on down to 136, or we could see, again, people get excited and it gets halted on the upside. What I would say is the best way to trade, just do 25 share increments. I'm going to say 25 share increments. The high of the day is 174. 25 share increments. Let me again go ahead and put in entries up towards, again, that 175 mark. I'm going to go 162. I'm going to go 165. I'm going to go up to 169. I'm going to go up towards 173. I am going to look to short as long as, again, we stay underneath the pre-market highs right around that 175 mark. If we break 175, that's where I'm going to get out, move on from this play. But I want to see if we get a quick little pop, short back on down, make some money. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here and right now. I am not in on anything just yet, but you guys will be able to see the moment I do get filled, the moment I'm in on any sort of play, so that you guys are ready to rock and roll. Now, Dek, why would you short this play? Just because it is up so big, there's a chance that this could just be a quick little spike and then people take profits. So right here, team, let's see what we can do on this day. Obviously, every single trader is excited. PRAX, again, we don't see stocks often that go on $100 spikes. And again, I'm staying small on a play like this, 25 shares at a time, because I know every single dollar that I do get filled on, it definitely could get, very hot and very quick. But hey, good morning to everyone. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are fired on up. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up if you guys haven't just yet. Strong resistance is going to be up towards around that 175 mark, as I said. I just want to slowly try to build a position with a hard stop at 175 to make sure that we're all good, ready to go. I'm going to get filled, as I said, right around 162. I just got filled there. 165-ish, 170, 175, kind of just spreading out little orders just to see if there is a chance that this does just get that dump on down to the VWAP. That's kind of what I want to see. Is there a chance that this opens on up and then we just dump on down to the VWAP down towards 140, 136? And if we do, hey, even with 25 shares, we could still be able to make a little bit of cash and be able to make a little bit of money. So I'm not going super big at this moment. Let's see if anything else, again, wakes on up, gets ourselves, pumped, gets ourselves excited. Right now, a little bit of a climb here, team. I'm in right now 75 shares. 75 shares at this moment here, team. Wanting to see, if you're saying, Dek, what are you looking at? Again, I'm in on 75 shares. Notice what we have. Top resistance, get rejected. Top resistance, get rejected. Top resistance, get rejected. Looking for top resistance, get rejected. What I am doing right now at this moment, I am not trying to be a genius. I'm not trying to be a superstar. I am not trying to guide anyone to try to make any sort of crazy play that people say, I can't believe, again, Dek did this. He's the smartest guy in the world. I am looking for a short where we have been rejected here in pre-market, here in pre-market, here in pre-market, and then just trying to build a position as close as I can to here to see if we can fade and fall and drop. So right now at this moment, we have hit this area. We're starting to fade and fall and drop. I'm currently up $373, 75 shares at the price of 165. The bids right now are at 158, and again, the ask is at 160. Obviously, what's the goal? The goal would be if we could be able to get a nice big fade and crack all the way down towards like that 150-ish mark. So right now, I am up $175. I could take my gains right there, but I do think, again, this can produce if we get that crack on down towards like 153 or so. So right now we're up, again, $300. We got to see the ask underneath 160. The ask is the right side of this play. Right now you can see 162. And again, we're in at 165.33, little heads on up. So again, we're up at $308 in profit. Not too shabby, not too bad. Let's just keep watching this play. See if, again, the ask can fall underneath 160 and the bids can drop on down. Now, Dek, why are you even looking at this in general? Because, again, we are up so high, I do think there could be profit taking. Since we're up so high, profit taking can happen. Now, I want to see the bids underneath the 160 mark. The bids are the buyers. If the bids show that they're retracing, they're going to 160 to 159, and hopefully we get a couple 158s or 157s, it means we're moving in the negative side. We're moving in the sell side. We're moving in the dump-off side. Nope, bids are still holding 160. That's a little bit of strength. Now 159, 160, 159. So we want to see like a 158. Let's see like a 158 get weakness on our side, because obviously we profit off of weakness. We're up $364 at this moment. Only 75 shares. We got filled at a great top, though. Great top area. That's what I like. We got filled at an awesome entry. Ooh, guys, 159.49, 160. Traders are still holding that 160-ish mark. 159.49. Let's see if we can take out a couple buyers. 161 right here. Little bit of a pop here. So you guys see what I'm looking for, though? I got filled at an area I like. I got filled next to top resistance. Looking for, it seems like there's a little bit of a platform right around 159. You guys realize that? Seems like we have a little bit of support. Let's put this in blue so that you guys can see it a little bit better. There's our blue support line. We need to crack underneath this area. So really, again, we have to get the ask underneath 160. We got to get the bids underneath 159. We're up $373 at this moment. $325 at this moment. Now, again, we could just take our profits right here and right now and just say, hey, Dek, you know what? There is support. We're up $300. We could just take our gains. That never hurt anyone. Right now, again, currently down $2. Down $2 at this time. Still watching to see if we are going to be able to get that fade, get that fall, get that drop. Right now, you can see a little bit of a bounce play back on up. And this is the channel that we're essentially in. Top of the channel is 173. Bottom of the channel is 159. So we're inside of a channel at this moment. Top of the channel, 173. Bottom of the channel, 159. Let's see if the bids can go back underneath the 160s. That's what we want to see. We want to see the bids back underneath the 160s. Right now, the bids are at 169. Or 161, excuse me. Now 163. So we're staying underneath 165, which is a good thing. But either A, we have to take profits next time we come back down to 160. Or B, we get ready for... we either take profits next time we come back on down. Or again, we keep on holding, looking for that dump. I mean, that's really up to you and what you guys want to do. But as you guys can see, we do have strong 159-ish support. 159 is the main support line right now. I am up $100 at this moment. Let's watch to see if we can go back underneath that 160 mark. And obviously, what I'm trying to do is just describe to you and tell you step by step everything that I see. So guys, what's good news right now? Good news, Dek. We just saw 159 again. Now, I'm actually surprised PRX is only having this limited movement. I definitely thought PRX was going to get a little crazier. I definitely thought PRX was going to get a little wild. So right now, I am up $250 back at support. Should I just take my gains right now, guys? You know, I'm up $200, and we are back at the blue line. But now, again, here comes the inner thoughts. Well, Dek, if it cracks the blue line, we should fade on down to 151. If it holds the blue line, we're bouncing right back on up, though, unfortunately. So it's a little bit of like cat and mouse on what you want to do here. And you know what? I'm going to take my gains. I'm going to take a $175 profit in case we get a bounce. No harm, no foul, taking again a $175 profit. Right now, again, I made $477, and then I just made another $175, so I'm up $375. Collectively, so far on this day now, I'm up $852. So, was that a massive gain? No. But it just hasn't cracked our main support line yet. Now, Dek, what if it cracks the main support line? Well, then we could definitely jump in and maybe look for some more trading. So I'm taking my gains right now, 100% out of that play right here at this moment. And we will be all set, ready to go, get ourselves excited, get ourselves gassed on up, and get ready to make that money here, baby. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Dek, what was that new scanner that you had? The new scanner is Fox Trader. So you guys actually, again, do get a 30% discount. Type in the word Foxy. You guys will have everything that I have right here. And again, this is one of the best, guys. So make sure you guys go check it out. This is what I use every single morning. So again, I suggest every single trader go use that if you guys have not yet. Little heads on up here, team. At this time, I am 100% out of PRX until we crack that channel or until we come back up towards around the very tippity top. So that is going to be awesome. That is going to be absolutely great. Right now here, traders, getting ourselves very excited. So PRX still trying to stay alive. Anything else that you guys are seeing at this moment? Anything else that you guys are seeing that you absolutely love? I mean, PRX here, team, this is still the best play. You know, we got a massive climber at this moment, up 185% at this time. We could definitely still look for shorts if we can get that crack underneath that 160 mark. We basically have a full understanding of this play, though, which is absolutely great and absolutely awesome. Team, also, little heads on up. How you guys doing over in your prop firm challenges? For anyone who was not here earlier with us earlier this week, we are in right now a $50,000 prop firm tournament. The winner of this prop firm tournament does get $50,000 for, again, their prop firm account. So you guys, again, little heads on up. If you guys have not joined yet, you guys can join, but you only have today and tomorrow. So the thing is, if you guys want to join the prop firm tournament, you're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage because some people are already up pretty big, but you do have it's free. It's free to join. Winner gets $50,000 funded account. Right now, Muhammad is crushing it. Right now, Muhammad is in first place. Muhammad is up $19,000 at this time. Dwayne is up $17,000. I'm currently in 10th place. I'm in $4,600, or excuse me, I made $4,000 so far. But again, you know, we're gonna try to win this tournament. But the thing is, it does come on down to we're gonna probably have to YOLO a trade here pretty soon. Now, what do I mean by YOLO a trade? Remember, team, this is a free tournament to enter. It's a free tournament to enter. First place gets a $50,000 prop from account. Why not YOLO a little bit of a wild one? And that's probably what I'm going to be doing coming on up. Obviously, again, Sean D right here, Sean Dekmar, Shawnee Donnie, baby. So what you guys can see at this moment, I'm again in 10th. If I'm going to get to first, I'm going to have to make a major move. And that's going to be a major move today and tomorrow. So we're going to see what we can do here. Good luck to everyone that's in the tournament. I hope you guys are, again, making that big money. I hope you guys are set. Guys, little heads on up. PRAX right now. PRAX at this time. Coming back on down towards 160. If we can get that crack, remember, we can get that weakness. If we can get that crack, we can get that weakness. If we get that weakness, we can get the sell-off down towards around 150. Again, I like my 25 share increment areas. I do like that a lot. My 25 share increment areas. 25 shares, again, feeling good. 162. Like, is there a chance that this is going to just get that dump here pretty soon? Oh, we might get it here, team. We might get it here pretty soon. 160, 150. I mean, again, what I'm looking at this moment is, again, the bids are starting to go. We're getting a little bit slow. I'm thinking about just re-adding it on this play a little bit. Let's see if I can just re-add onto this play slowly. 25 shares. Okay, I'm going to do 25 shares here. So I'm in on this play, and if we can actually get that sell-off, I think we can go on down towards like 150. Eventually all the way down to 139. Maybe get halted, right? So it's like, I'm gonna slowly start adding a position again. I kind of have like a $175 buffer. You guys know what I mean? Like, I'm up $175 on this trade. Doesn't mean it's like, you know, house money, but at the same time, I have a little bit of wiggle room at least. Let's see if we are going to be able to get that sell-off. I only have 25 shares. If I can get like 50 or 75, I'll be happy with that. But let's see if this blue support line can eventually crack. Now, at the same time, some people might be getting ready to lock in profits on shorts, which actually makes the stock go up a little bit. Because let's think about this. We had a bounce play here, bounce play here, bounce play here, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. We're looking for the sell-off, not the bounce. How you guys feeling today? Guys, to be honest with you, I'm feeling great. I'm having a blast here today. I hope you guys are excited. I woke up this morning around like 4 a.m. just feeling good. All you need is like 2.5 to 3 hours of sleep a night. That's it. 2.5 to 3 hours of sleep a night. After that, guys, you're just wasting time. PRAX here, traders. I'm actually very surprised. PRX has been holding so long. PRAX, again, not getting... I really thought that PRX, after a stock spiked $103 on a day, I thought, again, you know, this one would probably get halted at the bell, either on the upside or on the downside. You know, right now, it's just basically, you know, it's sitting there. We're looking for, you know, which way is going to be able to stay alive and which way is going to be able to hold. Let's see if PRAX is going to be able to work itself all the way back on up, or... is this play just going to get that little pop and be able to get a little fade? Now, I did get filled with all my positions once again. I got filled again with a cost basis now of 161.33. You guys can see that right above me. And I'm looking for what? The dump. I'm looking for the hard red candle, the nice sell-off. Sometimes you got to be a little patient. The good news is I'm not seeing a lot of strength right now. I'm not seeing a lot of hype right now. Now, could that move in on a stock that's the #1 top gainer up 180%? Absolutely. But if this stock does not start getting people excited soon, there is a chance that this one is going to fade and fall and drop and start getting ugly if, again, it doesn't bring an excitement. Because if you are not being exciting, guess what? Eventually people just wave their hands and say, I'm getting out of here. I don't really like it. So people shift to where money is going to be made. Right now, still watching. Anything else going crazy, guys? I want to make sure. RYOJ, anything there? No. VIVVK, anything there? No. MIRA, I'm going through the top gainers right now. Anything there? No. LGCB, anything there? No. PRAX, guys, still again back at 160 support. 160 support right now. Let's see if the bids can go. The bids are the buyers, aka the strength of the stock. If 160 starts cracking down to 159, 158, that means, again, weakness is happening. There aren't people willing to buy as high. Again, it comes on down to like a house. If someone puts a house up for $200,000 and no one buys it, they're going to have to lower the price down towards 190. And if no one buys that, 180. 180 down to 170. So it really comes on down to, again, the strength of the buyers. The left side of the level 2 is the strength of the buyers. The right side is going to be the strength of the shorters. So right now the buyers have 160 as their home base. As long as 160 holds, buyers are still going to be at least in the game. If we start going down to 159, 158, that's where shorters could possibly be taking the lead here. So right now here, team, we've known what we want to be looking at this entire time. Little heads on up, ELWS just got halted on the upside. ELWS, very low volume play. Very low volume, very choppy play. But you guys can see ELWS did just start appearing right here on the Holt scanner. ELWS on the Holt scanner right there. PRAX here, team, still slightly holding on up. PRAX right now still slightly holding on up at this time. Trying to get a little bit of that bounce. Could there be a chance that this could squeeze? There's always a chance it could squeeze. Here's my downtrend that I currently have on this play. If the downtrend ever started breaking, you probably always want to get out of shorts. Not ever worth holding a stock that's breaking a downtrend. That's a #1 top gainer, up 182% on the day with positive drug treatments. Usually not the best idea. So I will, again, just kind of keep that as a visual up there so that you're all good. Raphael saying, hey, Dek, today was the first day I used Fox Runner. Thank you so much for the recommendation. I was able to make $212 over on PRX. Hey, awesome. Yeah, that's what I use every single day as well. So, again, absolutely awesome. And, again, all I love is seeing you guys make that big-time money, big-time cash, and big-time trades. Guys, we're moving up here a little bit. I might get out of my PRX trade if we start breaking. Got to be careful. Don't want to get caught up in any sort of short squeeze in any sort of way. Obviously, again, there's a lot of attention, a lot of hype. And again, 75 shares is not anything big, but at the same time, it's big enough that if this play ever did start squeezing, we could see some ugly things happen. So it's just not worth it for me to hold if, again, we start ever breaking on out. Nope. All right, getting out of that one. If we start breaking that downtrend, you guys know the way I work. The way I work is, hey, I have a game plan. I don't go against my game plan. Little heads up for you guys as well. Just a heads up for every single trader. And I want every single person to be aware of this. This is big. I'm going to turn off the music here for a second and make myself, a reputable size. If you guys enjoy, just little heads on up, trade ideas. I don't know if you guys know them, if you guys do or don't. These are the charts that I have. These are the color images that you guys have. I, again, have talked to trade ideas. And I think we are able to make a deal that is going to be different than any deal that you guys have been able to see. I understand that trade ideas at times can be expensive, but whenever something is expensive, I always try to reach out to them. And I say, hey, I know my community. I know the people that follow me. I know the people that watch me can benefit from this. Can you hook us up with some sort of deal? So can I ask you guys a question right now? If I can get like 50% off, 40%, even 30% off, how many of you guys would absolutely love to be able to get trade ideas? So they rarely do any sort of deals whatsoever, but I'm talking to them right now. And next week, they are going to be giving me a deal that, again, no one else gets. Just exclusive to me and to you guys. So next week, I'm getting a deal on trade ideas. I don't know how much it's exactly going to be just yet. But at the same time here, guys, we are going to get a deal and it's going to be amazing. Now, also, little heads up, I'm going to sweeten it up even better. We have all of our scanner settings here. The high of the day momentum scanner is something that's custom programmed. The breakout scanner is custom programmed. Holt scanner is custom programmed. We usually, for anyone who does not know, we sell these programs for your trade idea scanners. They cost $900. For any person who signs up to the sale next week for trade ideas that I'm going to get, I'm going to include this for free. So a little heads on up for you guys. $900, I'm giving it away. So all of my scanner codes, guys, I'm giving away next week with the trade idea sale, just because, again, trade ideas really never gives me a sale. And the fact that we're going to get one, I'm just like, hey, let's help everyone out. I don't want to charge any money. Let's give everyone, again, trade idea scanners, and I'll give you guys all my codes. Does that sound good? So I think that's perfect. I really don't know how I can sweeten it up even better. Get you guys, again, a massive discount and give you guys, again, $900. I don't want to charge you. I'm done charging, guys, for stupid stuff. I make my money trading. I don't need to charge you guys $3,000 for courses or $900 for scanner codes. Let me just give it to you guys for free. Okay? So, next week, gonna be amazing. Fatty saying, Deck, I used to watch you a long time ago. I'm surprised you still trade top gainers and not futures. Well, again, I'll be honest with you. It's like, why do I trade top gainers every day? Because it makes me money every day. Right now, I'm up $500. Again, that's it. The thing is, there are a million ways to make money in stock trading. You can make money, again, trading top gainers. You can make money trading low floats. You can make money shorting. You can make money going on buying breakouts. You can make money in crypto. You can make money on prop firms. You can make money, again, doing anything. It's like sports. There's a million different sports that you guys can play. And I want you guys to understand that. There's so much money out there. So all it comes on down is find the strategy that works best for you. The strategy that I like the best is this one right here. Looking at news every single morning, saying to myself, PRX just came out with a press release at 7 a.m. 7 a.m., it's a 4-star press release. I take a look at 7 a.m., PRX is at the price of $58. Fast forward again, an hour later, we're at 172. So you could see how fast these plays move and how fast these plays can rip and run. Now also, team, look, I'm actually very proud of myself as well. What did I say? We have a downtrend. If this downtrend breaks, I'm getting out and moving on. Now, why am I getting out and moving on? I don't want to get caught up in a short squeeze. You always and consistently and constantly want to be looking for downtrends to either break to the upside or the downside. When you break out of a trend line, when you break out of a downtrend, that's where, again, the buying volume starts moving on in. So, again, always be watching for these trends, these breakouts, these moves, this hype, this ripping, this running. So AUUD, getting ourselves excited. But yes, guys, that'll be next week. Next week. And also a little heads on up, I'm even getting the CEO of Trade Ideas, Dan Merkin. He's coming on the live stream next week. So I believe on Tuesday, he's going to give us a full walkthrough, and then he's going to announce our special sale that we get. Okay? So next Tuesday, we're getting a full walkthrough. The CEO of Trade Ideas is coming on the live stream. And then on top of that, guess what's going to happen? He's going to be giving us a special sale. So, I'm really pumped. It's going to be awesome across the board. Let's get ourselves excited. Let's get ourselves ready to go. We only have 2 more days on the prop firm tournament as well, right? Let's make sure that we understand that, guys. Only 2 more days in the prop firm tournament, but we're not really seeing, again, the S&P 500 or any blue chips making any sort of crazy moves just yet. Little heads on up. PRX is still the number 1 play. PRX is still the number 1 stock. PRX is still where the buying volume's at. Is anyone in on PRX at this moment? Anyone in on PRX at this time? Let's make sure that we're all set here, team. Obviously, getting ourselves pumped on up. If you guys haven't yet, smash that thumbs on up. It means more to me than you guys know. Hit a retweet over on the X Live if you guys are watching over on X. It's going to be an absolutely awesome day ahead. ELWS just came out of its halt, guys. ELWS just came out of its halt and got halted immediately again. I don't know if, ELWS has any sort of news behind it. No news whatsoever. It's a very low float stock. It's a play that, again, I would continue to keep our eyes peeled on, but, we'll see what we can obviously get out of this play. But, Stocktober has been fantastic. Stocktober has been amazing. It's spooky season, ladies and gentlemen. The spookiness is here. Today, I want to be able to cross, $1,000 in profit. If I can get like $1,100, $1,200 in gains today, I'll be happy. After that, again, enjoy a little bit of this fall weather on this Thursday. Tonight, got some tickets. Gonna go go to the movie theater. Watch Black Phone 2. If you guys know Black Phone 1, pretty good movie. So you're gonna go watch that tonight. And then, Deck, you gonna watch any football? No, I've given up on my fantasy football team. My fantasy football team is absolutely horrendous. It's brutal. Neighbors, his leg is gonna get cut off. Brian Thomas Jr. completely forgot how to even play football. T. Higgins has no quarterback. I'm over football in the year. The Jets are 0-6. Literally, if someone wanted to describe the worst NFL season for me to watch, my favorite team, the New York Jets, don't have one win. I'm in last place in my fantasy football league. I'm having zero fun every Sunday. Zero. The only fun thing is I kind of want, at this point, to see how long the Jets go without winning a game. That's honestly the exciting thing. Obviously, I want them to win, but at the same point, I just kind of want them to just go like 0-16. Just have them lose every game. AQMS, a little bit of a mid-candle breakout pattern. ELWS at this moment here, traders still watching, wait and seeing if the stock is going to be able to spike and rip and run. We're trying to find a little bit more hype. PRAX, it's not bad in any way. I'm actually surprised by the lack of volume. What about the other plays that we have here, team? What are the other stocks that we have right now? If we take a look over on we have CRML. How's CRML doing? I'm looking at other notable plays here. CRML, other notable stocks. CRML fading on down, $26 down to $21. Big doji star. So you guys want to take a look at this. Take a look. Big doji star indicates, again, usually strong reversals. CRML could be a nice little short back on down to $20 today. What other notable plays? OQMS, mid-candle breakout pattern. AQMS starts breaking $20. We can start moving up to $23, maybe even run up towards around $30. RGTI starting to fade and fall. Quantum stocks getting a little bit weaker. Quantum. I bet you Martin's probably gassed up right now. Martin Shkreli. So the thing is, I know he's a big quantum computer hater. And I'm not a quantum hater. I'm just a non-quantum believer. Okay? That's what I am. I'm not a quantum hater. I just don't believe in the product. All right? The issue is this. The more I study quantum, the more I'm convinced there's literally zero actual products that works. Google came out with a quantum computer chip, right? The Widow or whatever it was. Guess how many algorithms it solved? Zero. Guess how much money it's made for the company? Zero. Right now, 99% of people who are buying quantum chip stocks are buying it as in I'm early. I'm buying it because I'm early. So many people have done it. You are not only early, you're buying extremely early with no proven action, with no actual item, with no stock with actual profitability. And it's up extremely inflated. It's good to get in early when you're at the absolute bottom. Like if someone wanted to buy a quantum computer company on RGTI at $10 and say, oh, I'm buying it now because I'm early, that's fine. But to buy it at $53 and be like, oh, I'm early. It's like, no, you're not. You're an idiot, right? Like there's difference. So RGTI here. You got to be careful on that one. I said, and again, I will be honest here, team. While I'm kind of bashing it a little bit, I also give you guys your flowers for anyone who is holding the play at this time. For anyone who's holding again, RGTI or any of those IONQs or QBTS, I say your other side as well. All right, even this. While I sound like a hater, the bulls are the ones that are absolutely crushing it. As long as the hype lives on, the trend can stay alive. I will be shorting this one once I see like 70 or higher. So you might sit here and you might be on the long side and I just said, hey, you guys are being dumb for buying this high. And you might be saying to yourself, Deck, you make fun of me all you want. I'm making so much money. Touche. You are making so much money. Again, you just got to be careful. right? Heads on up. PRAX still trying to spike on up here a little bit. I did just hear a voice alert come on out. I don't know what it was. Voice alert. Oh, private placement. Announces a $9 million private placement. This just came out less than 10 seconds ago. SGD. We haven't seen a lot of private placement press releases get a lot of hype. It doesn't seem like SGD is getting a lot of hype, but let's just keep that on the back burner. If SGD ever starts spiking, please just be aware of it, everyone. ELWS on a 10-minute hold. Unfortunately, right now, PRAX being a little bit slow. PRAX being a little bit slow right now. All right, here. We might just get a little crazy on the prop firm right now if we don't see anything going too nuts. What is the hottest blue chip as of right now? What is the hottest blue chip? Can anyone tell me? What's the, I mean, like Nvidia right now. What are we doing, Nvidia? You're bouncing back and forth like a little hula hoop. I mean, maybe again we just play that to our advantage. I mean, Nvidia is in the most classic textbook pattern we could possibly ever have. Spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump. Are we getting a little bit of spike here? Right now, again, I am still in 10th place over in the prop firm challenge. Type in Nvidia. 1,250. Using all the margin I can over on the prop firm challenge here. Can we get a little bit of squeeze and spike and break and start getting a little bit of move? Let's see if we can keep getting another little bounce play off that 180, 150 mark. 180, 150. Maybe, again, we go after it. See if we get a little bit of move. So far, again, we're not really seeing too much, though, out of this stock. Gonna give it a chance here. Position opened. Buying 1,250 over on Nvidia. Oh boy. And again, this is the prop firm tournament. Let's see if again we can make some magic happen over on the prop firm tournament. Again, we're in 10th place. 10th place doesn't win anything. So again, people are like, "Oh, Dek, I'm in 8th place. I don't want to end up, making a bad trade." Guys, 8th place wins nothing. If you want to get a free $50,000 account, you got to come in first. So, let's get a little crazy. Let's take off a couple articles of clothing. Let's see what we can do. So that is, again, prop firm, fake money. This is obviously my real money over here. Let's see. As long as, again, we can hold 180, 150, I don't mind. Going underneath 180, 150, I will probably get out of that play. Bob Adams, Dek, has Nancy Pelosi bought or sold any stocks recently? Let's look. Congressional trading right here. Let's go over to our girl. Hey, what's up, shawty? Nancy P, what's good? Pop for that butt. So Nancy Pelosi right here. Let's see what she has been buying or selling recently. Oh, let me put that back. Nancy P, her last transaction was July. Let's just see here, guys. Let's play a fun game. Let's play the game. How much money has Nancy won? So, Nancy bought in on AVGO between $1 million and $5 million back on June 19th. Okay, let's see here. AVGO. June 19th, she purchased her shares. That is going to be, we have April, May, June. That's going to be right around here. Nancy Pelosi bought in right here, $254 on AVGO. The stock is now at $356. Let's give a round of applause. Can everyone give a round of applause for Nancy Pelosi on her last trade? She absolutely crushed it. Beautiful job. Absolutely amazing job, Nancy. Again, a lot of great trading on your end. What about her other trades? Nvidia. She bought in on Nvidia on January 13th. Well, let's just do it this way because this is the very beginning of the year. Let's go with Nvidia stock. Nancy Pelosi bought in at the beginning of the year. Year to date, it's up 31%. Nancy does it again. Everyone, can we put a round of applause for Nancy? Another, again, 30% gainer over on Nancy Pelosi. She also bought in on Amazon during the beginning of the year with around $500,000. Not too bad. Let's see again how Nancy's doing. I'm going to have a strong feeling that Nancy's going to be in the green year to date. Nancy. Ooh, Nancy. Nancy sucks. It's 0.86. Nancy, your losses right here. They're down. You're down 0%. Hey, keeping it small over on Amazon. What about, let's go to a different one. Let's go to VST. VST, she put in $1 million over in VST. Let's see. VST in the beginning of the year, she got in on VST. Now let's see. Year to date, it's up 43%. Again, Nancy wins. Again, Nancy wins again. Shout out to you, Nancy. So she hasn't gotten involved in anything recently. Just a little heads on up. She is on my watch list as well. So I do get notified. So there's a little watch list button right here. Whenever she buys or sells anything, I get a notification on it in the top right-hand corner. So she hasn't bought anything in a very long time. Just a little heads up. But she is on my watch list. So whenever she does buy or sell anything, I do get notified on it right away. And you guys have that as well over on Fox Runner. Just again, pick whoever you want. So whenever you guys go over to all your traders, you know, you could pick whoever you want. Let's just say David Dr. Green. And then you could just click this button right here, add to watch list. And whenever he buys or sells, you'll get notified on it in the top right-hand corner. Just a little heads up if you guys didn't know that. PRAX, still trying to get a little bit of a climb. PRAX, slow and steady. How's Nvidia? Oh, guys, Nvidia, we're doing well. Prop firm. Prop firm, guys. Where's my prop firm at? No. I have so many damn tabs open. Here it is. Prop firm. We're only up $300 right now. We're trying to make our way up the leaderboard. We're only up $300 though. So we're trying to make our way up the leaderboard. We're only up $200. We're not going to be able to work our way up the leaderboard with only $275 in profit when we're down again $10,000 from the leader. Right now, again, the leader at this moment has a $10,000 lead. Right now, we're making peasant money. Peasant money. PRX, guys, starting to catch some fire. PRX, finally catching a little bit of fire here. Finally getting a little movement. Finally waking up a little bit. What are you guys thinking? Long or short right now? PRX. PRX got up to 192. Ooh, just went from 192 to 183. This is what I want, though. I want movement, PRX. I want hype, PRX. I want excitement, PRX. I'm sticking to my 25 share increments. I'm sticking to my 25 share increments right now. I want to see if PRX can, you know, let's see what this play's got for us. Yeah. Yeah. All right, team. 185 at this moment. 185. PRX. Trying to get a little bit of attention. Trying to get a little bit of spike. Trying to get a little bit of hype. Trying to get a little bit of movement. Just trying to see what we can do here. Trying to see what we can do. Shout out to everyone joining us today. EOYS. Raphael saying EOYS. It's not on my Fox Runner. EOYS doesn't have any news today, Raphael. So again, there's no news on that play today. And also that play didn't do anything in pre-market. A little heads on up. So the last press release was 3 weeks ago. So just a little heads on up. If you're saying, Deck, it's not showing up here, it's because there's no news on it. There's no news. There's no credibility. There's nothing, you know, showing at this time. So just a little heads up for you guys. You know, again, there has to be news. There has to be credibility. There has to be reason. Oh, look at this, guys. As I'm talking about it. You can see, again, Josh Gottheimer just bought MTHRY. Josh Gottheimer bought CVLT. Josh Gottheimer just sold BYWIN. Josh Gottheimer, this guy trades like an animal. But you guys can all see right here, this Josh guy, he's, again, buying and selling a ton right now. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Working inside the government at this moment. Selling ISRG. That was a robotic stock that was, again, partial with AI and medical. It was like a medical AI company selling that. A lot of times when politicians are selling their plays, you should sell them as well. So Josh going on a little bit of a spree right here. So we can go check that on out. So yeah, look at this, guys. October. Today, October 14th, October 16th right now. Josh going through all this stuff. Right now, PRAX, we're only up $550 right now, which isn't bad. It's just not amazing. WHWK, this had a press release this morning. WHWK was one of the notable stocks to watch this morning. Trying to spike and squeeze. And as I said earlier here, team, remember, next week, Trade Ideas is going to be giving us a special sale. All right, I'm hoping it's big. I'm hoping it's huge. I want at least like 30% off for every single person. And then not only are we doing that special sale, I'm also giving away all my scanners. So guys, the scanners that you see right here, if you want the same exact scanners, you usually have to pay a one-time fee of $900. I'm not doing that at all. So next week, we're going to have the CEO come on. He's going to tell us again what the sale is. Then we're going to be getting those scanners, and then you guys are getting a $900 discount for free. I'm not charging anything. There's no secret in this. It's not like, oh, well, what else do I have to buy? Nothing. I'm literally just going to give you guys all my scanners. So if you're watching, again, this stream right now, next week, Trade Ideas CEO is coming on the stream. He's giving all of us a special deal, and then I'm giving away, again, my $900 scanners for every single person who gets that deal. So just get pumped on it. That's going to be absolutely amazing. That's going to be absolutely awesome. Sean, why don't you use some sort of leverage over on your prop firm? I am right now. I'm using like max leverage on the prop firm at the moment. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia just, again, there's just no movement right now. It's not like Nvidia spiking $10, It's just like right now Nvidia's just being dead and slow. And to be frank with you, it's actually on a little bit of a downtrend right now. Right? If you're taking a look over at Nvidia, you kind of have to be a little careful. We're actually on a little bit of a downtrend at this moment. Come on, wake up. Let's get everyone waking up. Everyone stand up and follow me. Okay, let's take a 5-minute little routine right here. Everyone just do what I do. He is the stock master. Woo! Woo! All right. Move it. Looking for this next trade. Looking for the next trade. Looking for the next move. Deck, what kind of dog is that? That is a mini schnauzer. What kind of dog is that? That is a very large mini schnauzer. It was a mini schnauzer mixed with a Great Dane. You should have seen it. PRAX right now. PRAX still trying to move itself on up here slightly. No, that is a German Shepherd. He's a German Shepherd. But he's actually not from Germany. He's from Siberia. His dad was a Siberian German Shepherd. And they shipped him over here to the States. And then the dad did what the dad does. He mated with another German Shepherd. And then this guy came out. That's how the world works. PRAX still trying to move itself on up. So PRAX still trying to slowly grind. Still trying to slowly move on up. His name is Samson. We actually have his birth certificate. His full name is Samson von Hausen Geisterwolf Dekmar. Pretty long name. Again, we just call him Samson Dekmar. But apparently you have to keep all like the bloodline going or something. Don't worry, he's good. Samson von Hausen Geisterwolf Dekmar. He's from a big bloodline. PRAX, guys, still slowly moving itself on up. PRAX slow and steady right here. How's it getting Nvidia? Woo! Nvidia, guys, getting that little pop. I'm coming for the prop firm challenge here, people. Again, right here. You guys already know it. You guys already know it. I'm coming. We know right here at this time, we have who in first place. It's loading on up. But in first place at this moment, I can see it over on the bottom left-hand corner. It's Muhammad. And I'll tell you right now, I'm coming for you, Muhammad. You better watch yourself. Dwayne, Samuel, Brownlee, JJ, Arik, Steve. I'm in 10th place right now, but I'm coming. Let me again refresh this here for a second. Get this all good and going. There's my prop account. Let me go over to the tournament. Here we go. So we're up $625 over on this trade, and here we are. We're back. So I'm up $650 on this trade right now over on Nvidia, but I'm coming from Muhammad's not slowing down though. Who is this guy? Muhammad right now is up 24,000, and Dwayne right now is up 24,000, and Samuel's up 18,000. Where are they trading these plays? I wish I could see what stocks they're trading. What is Muhammad and Dwayne doing right now? I'm trying to make the best trade I possibly can. I literally leveraged out my entire $100,000 account right now. I'm only up $700. We have Muhammad over here just having the time of his life, giggling and having a good time all the way up to $24,000. There's me. There's me at the bottom, being nothing but a burden on this leaderboard. Up $600. 700. We're slowly grinding, though. It's going to take a lot to catch this man. Muhammad, Dwayne, and Samuel. Where are you guys at in the leaderboard? Again, this is a free competition. You guys can join right now if you guys want to. And a winner gets $50,000 instant funded account. Now, again, the big thing about One Stop Prop, as you guys know as well, is One Stop Prop for the first month does not take any of the profits. So, again, you get to keep your entire profits. Whoever wins $50,000, whatever you trade with it, you get to keep for the entire first month before you start your split. So, it's like, it's a big deal. to win this tournament. It's a big deal to come in first place on this tournament. Because if you come in first place, you get $50,000, and then let's say you just kind of do a crazy trade and you end up winning. Well, guess what? You get to keep all that money. So if you guys have not yet, make sure you guys go ahead, join. The tournament ends tomorrow. So I know, again, Mohammed and Dwayne and Samuel, these guys probably started trading on Monday. But, you know, that's when I started trading as well. But they're nailing a couple good trades here. Nvidia, again, we're coming up towards about $1,000 in profit, but I still got to make another about $20,000 to catch up to these guys. We got to start YOLOing some trades and start getting a little crazy. I'm going to hold this Nvidia trade for a while, though, and see what I can do. Guys, at the same time, PRAX, slow and steady. PRAX, slow and steady at this moment. Brownlee, Deck, I did a swing overnight. I went from nearly last place to now I'm in 4th place. D Nice said, Deck, I was in 4th place and then I blew up my account this morning. Yeah, so I mean, that's how the prop firm tournaments go. I like the balance we have, though. I like the balance. I like the balance between getting crazy on a prop firm account and then, you know, also having our real money. You know, so the thing is nowadays, you know, it's like, I feel like everywhere I look on Instagram or Twitter, it doesn't seem like, and again, I could be wrong, but like it doesn't seem like anyone actually trades real money anymore. It's like everywhere I look on a lot of these influencers, these traders that are influencers, it's like they're just trading prop accounts. Like they're not really trading any money. They're like, oh, I made $100,000, you know, on a $100,000, you know, prop account, but it's not really $100,000. It's not real. Am I being crazy here? Am I speaking wild? I don't know. I've been in the game for a long time, and it used to be you have to trade real money, especially if you have a community. If you ever were paper trading or anything like that, that was like a death sentence. Now it's like, okay, hey, don't trade real money. Trade prop firms at all times. Maybe I'm missing the transition. I don't know. I understand it, though. I understand, again, you know, not risking your own money. I understand, again, maybe I got to learn a little bit more. I do have fun doing these one-stop prop tournaments, though. I will say that. I do have a good time. $10.23 in the market right now. Traders, I do want to take a second and kind of drop a couple links for you guys for every single person. Number 1 is my broker. So for those that do trade real money, for the people that are out there, again, looking to short every single play, I cannot stand by this broker enough. These guys have been absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing in every single way. That is, again, Cobra Trading. If you guys, again, want to have a serious broker, top broker out there, they have been voted the #1 best broker for the last 5 years straight. You guys can go check out their website. You guys can see, you guys do get 1 month of free commissions, 50% commissions for life after that 1 month, and also, again, free software. So if you guys are interested in really taking your trading serious into the next level, make sure you guys head on over towards, again, use this link, fill it on out. Cobra, you guys will be all set, ready to go. Everyone should be signed up for this. Also, I will say they are starting a waiting list for the PDT rule to drop on down. So if you guys don't have $25,000, that's okay. You can sign up right now. If you don't have, if you have less than $25,000, you can sign up and they put you on a waiting list, which means once the PDT rule drops down to $5,000 and they lower their limits, you'll be the first people that have access to it. So even if you guys don't have $25,000, put your name on the list. You'll be on the waiting list. So when the PDT rule drops, you'll be the first ones to be able to open up a new account. Okay? So make sure you check that out. Number 2, as you guys know, Foxy. Making sure that you guys are, again, go ahead, check that on out. That is Fox Runner. We've talked about that a bajillion times. I talk about it a bajillion times every day just because it's one of my favorite scanners, one of the best of the best. Literally, I get every single answer I need every single morning right here. If you guys haven't checked that on out yet, make sure you guys go do. Also, we have trade ideas coming. trade ideas. I will post again a small discount right now. I will let you guys know though, we have next week the massive discount, the mega discount with again the $900 off discount. So make sure again you guys are all set, ready to go for next week. Also, team, especially for anyone that's over on Tradecaster right now, or for anyone that's watching over on YouTube, if you guys want to join our again 1,000 plus trader community, I am live streaming every single day. So if you guys are over on YouTube, over on X right now and saying, man, I want to join your community, we are live over on tradecaster.com. And also, make sure you guys upgrade your subscription if you guys haven't yet, so that you guys have, again, a cheaper fee for 6 months, 10 months, 12 months, or for lifetime. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that on out. So, you guys are all good. Last but not least, we always like to throw out the trading journal for anyone that wants to track their trades, get their trading journal so that you're all set, ready to go. 14-day pass over there. Boom. I love it, baby. Dick, do you have any info on the PDT rule? I don't yet. They had a meeting, I think, yesterday about it, like the SEC. I think they're going down to $5,000. I think that the PDT rule is about to get dropped on down towards $5,000, which is pretty cool, right? Who here would like that? And that's a big thing. So as of now, the rumor is the PDT rule is going to be dropped from $25,000 down to $5,000. This means you're going to be able to have unlimited trading with margin above $5,000. If you have less than $5,000, unfortunately, you are still going to have some sort of PDT rule, which means you're only going to be able to trade 3 times throughout the week. Now, above $5,000 accounts, it kind of comes on down to something that people have been begging for the last 15 years. It's your money. Do what you want with it. Trade as much as you want, go as crazy as you want, use margin, go ahead and short. So this PDT rule dropping is going to be a massive point here. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of traders are excited for it. And I feel like even more than that, it's going to lead towards more volatility. It's going to lead towards more volume. It's going to lead towards more action. It's going to lead towards more liquidation. It's going to lead towards a lot of craziness where stocks are going to go on 100% spikes and dumps on down. Because guess what? I know you. And you know you. And you know that I know you. And what I'm trying to say is you're a degenerate. And you're getting a little crazy, and you better slow it down, because once you have control of your funds, you don't want to lose it all. All right? So be a smart trader, but very excited for the $5,000 PDT rule to come. I know you, and you know that I know you. So PRAX starting to fade itself a little bit here. Right now, again, just sitting with a $550 profit. Nothing wrong with that in any sort of way. I want to open up the floor here, team. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Currently 10:30 in the market at this time. Watching to see what we can do. Let's go through all the top gainers. Number 1 top gainer, RYOJ. Gapped on up, just came on down. Nothing good, nothing important, nothing cool about RYOJ. MIRA, gapped on up, has just been coming on down. Nothing cool, nothing important, nothing good. MASK, a little bit of a spike over on MASK, not too much happening at this moment. PSNY, gapped on up, just came crashing on down. WHLK, gapped on up, just came crashing on down. Do you guys realize why I like shorting so much? Do you guys not realize that nearly every single day, every stock just has a big gap up and then just comes crashing right back on down? It's almost what we see every single day. Gap up, comes crashing back on down. Gap up, comes crashing back on down. Gap up, comes crashing back on down. It's like what we see almost every single day here. Right now, PRAX is still the #1 play. PRAX is still the best play as of now. I want to see if this play is going to be able to stay alive here. If we connect the dots, let's look for an uptrend. If we connect the dots over on PRAX, this is where we're seeing. This is what I'm seeing right now. PRAX, this is what I see. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. Still making our life easy. Anything on this side of the stock is considered bullish, right? Anything that is on this side of the play is considered bullish. Anything that is on this side of the stock is considered bearish. So we have our bullishness, we have our bearishness, we have the stock again slightly moving on up. Watch to see if we are going to get that reversal and get that fade. Dek, are we still waiting for the crash back on down on PRAX? Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed, especially if we do start moving to the bearish side. I do think it's going to be floating around like the 190s for a while, though. I could imagine it like kind of falling back on down, bouncing back up towards around 190. Once we start going back, once we start getting weaker, we have room to fall back on down towards the low 170s. So 170, notice we have top, 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 top. This is going to be a good dip buy area, most likely the 170 mark. But yes, I do think PRAX is going to get a nice little fade here. I do think PRAX is going to get a nice little fall. I do think we're going to get a little bit of a crack. Always happy to help Dr. Pills. All right, here, team. Got PRAX still staying on the bullish side of the trend lines. Trend lines are very simple as well, team. All you guys are doing with trend lines is just, we're just connecting the dots. That's it. Connecting the bottoms, connecting the lows. Once you kind of get that little feel for it, you'll be all set, ready to go. But I know, again, some people it's so simple, but so many people mess it up, right? A lot of times I look for the lowest low and what makes sense. Sometimes, again, people are just like trying to do like, oh, Dek, the trend line cracked. And let me turn it into a color so that we can all see. Let's turn it into this black color. People are like, oh, Dek, the trend line cracked. And it's like you're connecting like these. And you're like, what are we doing here? Right? Oh, Dek, the trend line cracked. And like we're connecting, let's just go with like this random one over here, and then we're connecting like over here. Like again, the 99% of the time I just go to one of the lowest points with the strongest bounce play, and then I follow just what makes sense. Here's the lowest point, here's what makes sense. Bounce, 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 right? It's very clear, it's very cut, it's cookie cutter right here. We're making it easy, guys. Heads on up right now, coming back on up towards around $200. If interested, you could look for a short once again near this $200 mark, and as long as it holds around or underneath 200, you are good to go. So I'm actually thinking about maybe getting in and saying, hey, as long as it doesn't break 200, I can keep on holding on to this play. So I like that. As long as it doesn't break 200, you can again go ahead, jump in on this play, look to see if you can make a little bit of money. And I'm not doing anything big, as I said. I'm not going to do anything that is going to be, like, oh, Dek, that's where you're going to get yourself in trouble. I'm just doing like small increments, add again highs. Small increments at highs, 25 shares at a time, right? 25 shares at a time. When in doubt, I lose $200 or so. It's not the biggest deal in the world, right? That's kind of how I'm thinking it. If we snap 200, then I would just get out of this play. But I'm going to give this one a chance over on PRAX, see if we hit 200, see if we're a reverse back on down, and see if we get some good entries over on this play. So, do I want to trade? Yes. Do I want to force? No. Do I think 200 is a strong resistance line? Yes. Do I think we can crack the trend line coming on up? Yes. So, really, again, the goal of this trade is short this play as close to 200 as you can with a stop loss above 200 for the ultimate goal of the crack. So, really, team, easy way to think about this trade is try to have, aka the green line, as your entry point. Have a stop loss if you break above the green line, aka the red line. Entry here, stop loss here. The goal is to crack underneath the uptrend, which is the purple line. So basically, if you wanted to draw this on out and think about your risk versus reward, what's your risk and reward over on this play? Well, Dek, my risk would be getting filled here and getting out here. That's your risk. Your risk is what? Like $200? Well, what's your reward? Your reward would be if, again, you get filled here and the stock, again, cracks and fades and falls and drops. And, I mean, guys, we could be talking $10,000. So it's, you can be able to kind of see, look how much the stock has spiked. $60 to nearly $200. If we go from $60 to $200, there's room to fall back down to $150, $140, even on good news. I mean, like, being at $100 is still a lot. So there's a lot of room to drop and fade, and a lot of room to drop and fall, and a lot of room for you guys to be able to make money over on these plays. So, I do like always getting filled near highs and then having a stop loss at a new high. And if ever breaks above that area, guess what? It breaks above it, right? And then again, you get out with a very tiny loss. But let's say I'm right and we do get a big dump. Well, then we make a whole bunch of money. So stock trading is all about having great risk and reward. Right now here, team, as always, fired up to be here with you. Always excited to be here with you. Looking forward to being here with you. All right, team. Let's see here. Got to be careful. Just got filled. My total orders. Just a little heads up for you. Just want to show you guys my total orders right now. I am 100% filled at $196.50 with 100 shares right next to $200. Remember, what is my goal over on this trade? My goal over on this trade is to get filled at the green line, aka that 199 mark. I just got filled. My cost basis is now 196.50 because I had a slightly lower entry. My stop loss is the new high of the day, 201.50, 202. My overall goal would be cracking to the bearish side. I am leaving limited room to lose. If it goes up to 200, I'm filled. 201, I'm out. If it falls on down towards 190, we have a lot of room to be able to make money. That's what I'm doing on this play, right? I'm up $477 on the day. Here's again, I'm up $49 locked in over on PRAX. At the moment, I'm currently down $200 at this time. Stop loss is that red line. So I'm always going to jump in on plays that I think I have massive reward and minimal risk. But PRAX, that's where we're at the moment. That's where we're at the moment. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're focused on. Giving myself, again, not even massive entries, not even massive trades by any sort of mean, but at the same time, just more, again, giving myself chances to be able to have, some good success. Now it's the waiting game. I know a lot of times people jumping on plays and they're like, oh, the thing is, when you're, 99% of trading should be done before you even enter a trade. 99% of trading is the prep of the trade. If you're trying to figure out your trading plan when you're in on the trade, it's not a good idea. Why we're here and we study and we practice and we learn is so that the moment that we jump in on the trade, you shouldn't have your heart racing like crazy. You should be able to say to yourself, oh yeah, now let the trade do what it wants. If the stock goes up to 201, I'm out. If the stock drops on down to 180, I'm going to make a shit ton of money. So it's like, I got in at the high of the day. I have a $1 stop loss, and the stock is up $142. I think that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like, now I just kind of let the play work out the way it wants to work out. So it's still trying to slowly grind, though. That's the thing. We're still slowly grinding. I've got to be careful on this play here soon, though, because we're still slowly grinding, coming back up to the red line. 201's the red line, as we know. Is it going to break that area, or are we going to reverse? We're right at my stop loss. Little heads up, guys. Right next to my stop loss of 201, as I said. So I want to see if, again, the bids go up to 201. I'm out, as I said. So here's, again, top resistance, fade and fall, top resistance. We didn't break that high of the day of 201. Now, again, we're going to see if we can fade and fall here again. So this is a very slow trade. A very slow trade at the same time here, guys. You know, we need the reversal now. Like, we want to see that reversal. We want to see that drop. We want to see that weakness. But I always want to do a good job of it, just explaining everything I'm doing. Explaining it, making sure you understand it. There's no confusion. People are like, okay, hey, I get what he's looking for. Doesn't mean I'm always going to be correct. But I want to make sure, again, you guys understand every single move that I'm making over on these plays. Here's another test of 201. Just came on up. Hit that 200 area. I mean, the ask are up to 293, as you guys can see. It's like we're still trying to pop here. Nope, still not 201. 201 still holding. Again, what I would like to see is a nice red candle. You know, hit this area just like we did before. Like, you know, what we hit before we had the big reversal. That's the idea of this trade. Hit, reverse. Hit, reverse. We want that red line, aka my stop loss, to basically like be like bumper cars. Bounce off of it, boink, go on the opposite side. Again, I appreciate everyone watching today so far. I appreciate everyone joining us today. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Smash that thumbs on up if you guys are enjoying it. Or even if you guys aren't enjoying it, you guys can still smash the thumbs on up. Yeah, what am I saying? Very slow trade right now. Looking for the nice reversal to come on up in the near future here. Strong resistance. Still, again, watching to see, can we get that little drop? Stock is up 248%, $142 climb. I'm in at the price of $196, giving it about a $6 stop loss, or excuse me, a $5 stop loss. What am I saying? And again, obviously, we have $140 that has spiked on up. You know, I'm thinking maybe we have $20 that we can fall and fade, $30 that we can fall and fade. Here comes another little test here. Another little test. So right now, traders, what would be the goal? The goal right now would be try to get back on down towards around like 193. 193 is the uptrend. So the goal for us starting on off would be like, let's try to get back down to 193. Now, we could take profits at 193. Or we can say, all right, hey. Or at the break of 193 is where we can actually start making some bigger money. So the goal would be come back down to the purple line. Bounce, play, purple line. Bounce, play, purple line. Bounce, play, purple line. Bounce, play, purple line. Goal would be, again, 193. Bounce, play off purple line. Eventually, this purple line, though, is going to crack. It just depends on when and where. Is that going to be after a $210 break? But you guys can see where we are getting rejected at this moment, where we're watching and what we're focusing on. We are seeing, can we be able to fade and fall down to that purple line and eventually just get that huge sell-off where maybe, again, we start cracking on down towards like 160 or so. Got about a $2.25 spread right now. Again, my entry is at that 196.50 mark at this moment. Stop loss still at the same area. New high of the day. Looking to see what we're going to do in the corner of this wedge here, team. We have $200 top resistance, and we have the corner of the wedge here. My entry is 196.50, 100 shares. That means every dollar it moves up or every dollar it moves down, I make or lose $100. So that's the next big thing here, traders. It comes on down to, you know, what are we going to see out of this play in this, you know, bull trend at this moment? You know, 196 bids, 197.49 over on the ask. And this is where, again, you know, watching a level 2 is so important. Understanding a level 2, noticing, you know, who has control, noticing your levels, noticing. So again, you know, level 2, that's basically all I look at when I'm in a trade. You know, when I'm preparing a trade, I'm looking at the graph, I'm looking at the chart, I'm looking at what numbers do I need for trend lines and resistance and support. But once I know, hey, we have room to fall down to 193. Once I know, hey, strong resistance at $2. Now I'm looking at the level 2, asking myself, okay, let's see what we have. Dek, why don't you use 9 EMA and 21? Just again, there's so many indicators you can use. Right? It's like I just don't use them. I don't have an answer other than just I don't. You know, if they make you money, keep using them. That's all it is. If they make you money, keep using them. Keep making your profit. Keep getting after it. Here's another 201 touch. The other thing about this trade, to be honest with you, is it's a little boring. You know what I mean, guys? I'm gonna be honest. Guys, a little bit of a break right here. Gonna have to get out here in a second. Get out of this play. Have stop loss get hit. Unless this thing comes right back on down, but I am getting out here. Locking it up, locking it up, locking it up. Giving it just 2 seconds, but just in case it upper shadows, but my finger's on the trigger right here. My stop loss is hit. The only way I hold this is if we get a red candle right back underneath 200 in a second. That's the only way I hold this. If we just crack right back on down under 200 for a second, we just spiked on up to 204. Finger on the trigger to get out of it. About to get out of this play here in just a moment. Still holding. Still looking solid. Not worth it, I think. Let me lock in a little bit at a time. 25 shares at a time. Start locking it in. Just sold again, partial. Because again, it's just not worth it to me if it does keep on going. You know what I mean? Not worth it to me if it does keep going crazy. Not worth it to me if the stock does start going on a big time spike. So PRAX, guys, 100% out. All right, PRAX 100% out. Stop loss is hit. Got to move on from that play. Not going to hold and see it go up to like 220 and, you know, be squeezed. Traders, again, I feel like I'm starting to slowly force a little bit at this time. PRAX, I think we had an awesome game plan. I think that was an awesome idea. Unfortunately, it didn't do what I wanted it to, but it's still an awesome idea. Still an awesome game plan, still an awesome trade. Can't win them all, but at the same time, keeping it tight. You know, that's how, again, I'm able to do this as a full-time trader. Little heads up for you guys. The way I'm able to trade full-time is because when I lose that. When I win that. And that's what that trade was all based upon. If we lost, we were losing this. And if we won, we were winning this. So with every single trade, that's how I think about it. With every single trade, that's how I go into it. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, right here, I feel like I'm starting to get to the point that I'm getting a little forcey. I would still watch PRAX 100% to see if you get that crack in that sell-off and that fade and drop back on down. Slightly in the red right now, but at the same time, you know, by the end of the day, I think I'll be back in the green. I'll keep you guys updated with everything, but I am going to jump off the YouTube live stream. I'm going to close up this morning's session. I'm going to give access to Tradecaster members only so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, you guys can always let me know. But as of right now, we are sitting back. We are staying smart. We're doing everything right. And I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this day. Make sure, again, you understand next week we got Trade Idea Scanner discounts. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You guys can sign up to Fox Center right now with code word FOXY. You guys can sign up to tradecaster.com so you guys are all set, ready to get after it and make some more money with us. We are going to continue to keep on piling in every single day. Tomorrow's Friday, final day of the week. Spooky season is here. We're not stopping. We're not slowing down. Every day we're bringing the energy. You guys know it. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this day, and help me wrap it on up as always in 3, 2, 1. Ah-hoo! I love ya. I'll see you guys later on. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
$50,000 to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit gravy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here. Ball so hard since we
1,400.
here. It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million year?
You should be asking how to be successful. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.